Welcome back to Daytime. We are in the kitchen, and guess what? We have amazing recipes to cook up with you with our corporate chef, Clark Lishman. You're from Turtle Jacks.
Hi, yes.
Everyone's freaking out over the smells and what you've brought, so thank you so much for coming.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
We are taking the everyday recipes, and we're going to put a twist on it.
That's right. Comfort food with a twist. That's our thing.
I like that.
Yes.
Okay, what are we going to start off with first?
We're going to start off with some ribs. I'm going to show you how we do the ribs, one of the items that we're famous for, and I'm going to teach you a couple methods on how we can prepare ribs and put a twist to them at the end of it as well with some new sauces that we've come up with.
I'm looking forward to that because I always kind of think of ribs as very, standard.
It is.
You can't really do too much
Sometimes
with that.
they're a little overwhelming people. They're hard. They think they're tough. They're hard to cook. It takes too long, but they're one of the actually most simple recipes that you can do. It's almost a set it and forget it idea. So
really?
I'm going to show you how to do that shortly.
All right. And then what else are we going to do?
We have a grilled cheese sandwich we're going to do, how we put a twist on a classic of processed cheese, white bread, and how we can kick it up with cheeses using briskets and other things like that.
Okay.
And then finally we'll be doing a Bailey's ice cream martini or dessert, depending on what you'd like to do with it.
I can't wait for that one. That's my fave. Okay, so how do we get started? Get my hands dirty.
Okay, so the ribs, we'll start with the ribs right away, and I'm just going to pull aside here and just get onto a cutting board.
Sure.
Now, so this is a baby back rib, or a back rib actually. The baby back is just a marketing, the baby part is just a marketing ploy at the from Chili's, thank you.
Oh.
So with the ribs, what you want to do when you get your ribs home, you want to take them out, you want to make sure that they're thawed, and you want to thaw the item, taking it from either the freezer if they're frozen and into the fridge. So the slowest way to get it to.
Why?
If it goes too fast, so the moisture in the product will draw out. So the ribs will be drier. So the best way to get it, that's why fresh products rather than frozen always work the best. But if you are using frozen products, just take it to the fridge and then bring it to your counter after that. And then you're left. So these have been thawed for us.
Okay.
And on the back of a back rib, basically, you have a little bit of connective tissue here. Not the most.
Thanks for pointing
I was going to say, not the most, the nicest way
gross.
to put that. But so what you want to do with that, in order to ensure the tenderness of every bite, is you're going to take your knife and we're going to score the back of this. So you just basically make X's through the back of the ribs against the bone.
And what does this do?
And this will do, this will score the tissue on the back, so as the rib breaks down while we're braising it, it'll make the ribs just fall apart. So they'll fall. If you don't do that, you'll sometimes end up with a little bit of a chewy or tough rib.
You're making everyone salivate.
I hope so.
Can I just tell you?
So once we've done and we've scored all the ribs, which I'm not sure if we want to go through all of them, then we'll put them in our roasting pan.
Okay.
And what you want to do,
a standard roasting pan?
A standard roasting pan, a hotel pan. It doesn't have to be this deep necessarily. What you do need to do, though, is we're going to put some liquid in, so you want to make sure that the ribs itself are covered, not fully, but at least 3/4 of the way out.
Okay, with what? Water?
With water. You can use many different things. Today we're just going to use water because it's a simple process. So what you'll be able to do is pour the water in.
I'm good at pouring things.
So all those ribs have been scored now. We're going to pour the water in.
I like that.
Or any other cooking liquid. What you can do if you want to kick it up and have some fun with it, just about anything. You can use beef stock, you can use beer. Is one of the best things. Just did some at home and did some great microbrewery style beers or Rickard's Red or something like that. And you can get some with some good flavor in there, nice stout, and it will add extra flavor to the product. Anything you want to put in, really, when it comes to ingredients.
Just not vegetable broth.
This is vegetable broth you could use 100%. Yeah, no problem. Because what we're going to use actually is basically your mirepoix vegetables, but not diced as you typically would. And you'll just put these inside of your rib pan. So this is going to give you all the flavor as well. So as these break down in the liquids, all the flavors from this will start getting into the meat itself.
Is that why you're not cutting them up so much?
Right, there's no need because we're going to seal this and throw it in the oven, and you won't use these products again.
Got it.
You'll discard the actual product, but you can use the liquids from any braise if you want to reduce down to a sauce or anything like
like a gravy.
A gravy, a jus on top of the rib sandwich, a nice pulled pork sandwich with some coleslaw on top. And then you can make your jus, a little bit of apple slices. So lots of cool things that we can do. So
so it goes in the oven, I would assume?
So the key now, the next big step for this is you want to take saran wrap. And if you want to give this a try, you can, or I could do it. The key for the saran is to get a tight seal onto the actual pan itself.
Isn't this going to melt?
It won't once the tin foil goes on top as well, so we're going to foil it.
All right.
It's easier when you got the cutter boxes, but
I'll let you do
as we get through like that,
we'll
make that work. There we go.
And why can't you just put the aluminum over it?
This will actually give us a moisture seal as well, so you won't get. So you're going to create basically a steamer inside of this. So it works really well. We quite get a good seal there, but
and then the aluminum.
And then you're going to get that seal on, and then you're going to take your foil. And then we're going to do the same thing on top with the foil.
Yep. 3 minutes? Okay, we have just a few minutes left and I want to get through everything.
Okay. And then that would go into the oven for anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 hours, depending on how much product you have in there.
Okay, and then
when that comes out, you have your beautiful rack of ribs. What you still need to do is finish it on the barbecue. You want to make sure you take this product after you get that, and then you'd sear that on the barbecue, caramelizing your barbecue sauces.
Look at that. And
today we showcased a Guinness-style barbecue sauce that we've done at the restaurant. It's coming up for us for our St. Patty's Day.
Which you're coming back for.
Which I'm coming back for. Okay. Looking forward to it.
What's our next recipe?
And our next one is the grilled cheese. So let me get this out of the way.
Sure. I know what I'm eating after the show. The grilled cheese and the dessert.
And the dessert. Yeah. So the grilled cheese, so I brought some of the ingredients in, not the prettiest containers today, and I'll just dump them out for you, then go, go through them. So with this grilled cheese, taking a twist on a classic, it's called a pot roast grilled cheese. So we're going to take some great French-style bread, and then we're going to butter that, and we're going to use an arugula, which is nice peppery-style lettuce, add a little flavor to it. We're actually using brisket, which is done just like the ribs. So you braise the brisket itself. It's a large muscle, so you braise that down, break it down, and then peel it off, shred it up, add your jus back into it, and then we have drunken onions or caramelized onions. So we take those. And you can caramelize them down and sweeten them up a little bit. And again, it just gives you a little more fun with the product itself.
Nice.
And then to build the sandwich.
Sorry, what is the cheese?
The cheeses we're going to use today are jalapeno Havarti and brie.
That is no standard grilled cheese. That's
no,
sophisticated.
not at all, not at all. So I will show you what a final product looks like if you'd like. Yes, please. So let me grab these.
Do. This looks delicious.
This here would be...
It is huge and juicy.
It is. It looks...
Looks
great. So that is a...
That is so pretty. Okay, so let's move over to the drink / dessert, because everyone loves desserts. How do you make that?
And there's your grilled cheese there.
Thank you.
No problem. So the Bailey's Crunch. The Bailey's Crunch is an easy way to make a dessert fun and simple for parties at the house or anything like that. We use a martini glass as a serving vessel for this, and little caramel sauce. But in the blender, if you would like, do you want to add the ingredients?
I do.
All right.
Yeah. How do you open a blender?
Just like that. There we go.
Thank you. All right.
Oop, All right. Right off for
so you can just throw that in there.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some ice cream.
Okay. A scoop.
So, yeah, a couple scoops of ice cream in there.
I'll be eating that later too. Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem.
Okay. And then what else goes in there, really quick?
And then we're gonna put Bailey's in there.
Okay.
You're gonna put some shaved ice as well.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put some caramel sauce.
Caramel sauce.
Blend it all up.
Yep.
What we like to do is take the caramel itself as well, and then roll it around your martini glass like that. Yep. And that will give you a great look. Finish it with the score bits.
Delicious.
And that's it. So
okay, now you're going to be back St. Patty's Day.
Sounds like a great idea.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We have lots more coming up on Daytime after this quick break, so please come on back. Delish.